All right, so grab your journal and you might even want a blanket nearby or something to kind of prop yourself up on if that would feel good to you. We'll wait just another minute here and then we'll get started. Drop me an emoji, let me know how you're doing today. Today feels like a slightly better day. I think I'm seeing the sun more. I've spent more time with my pups. I've seen lots of wonderful pups on Instagram. It's been great. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, Stacy. Again, journal, and you might want a blanket to sit on or lay on for the first part. And we'll do more yoga movement today with a little variation. Hi there. I also uploaded a playlist onto my Instagram story. So if you want to hit play when I hit play and they'll coordinate, that might be nice. I don't know how the sound is coming through for you, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to begin with a quote by Brene Brown, and it says, "This pandemic experience is a massive experiment in collective vulnerability. We can be our worst selves when we're afraid, or our very best, bravest selves. In the context of fear and vulnerability, there is often very little in between, because when we are uncertain and afraid, our default is self-protection, which we see in our bodies as well. We tend to contract. But we don't have to be scary when we are scared. Let's choose awkward, brave, and kind. Let's choose each other." So I think we can start to access that wisest self who is able to choose awkward, brave, and kind when we do practices like yoga, meditation, and journaling. So when you show up to do a practice like this, you're not only showing up for yourself, you are showing up for the people around you, and you are showing up for your community. So thank you for choosing to practice today. And we'll just take a few moments of seated meditation to begin. So take a comfortable seated position, and you can prop yourself on a blanket. And allow yourself to start to drop the weight of your bones. Heavy thigh bones, heavy pelvis. So whatever is touching the surface, the ground, allow yourself to be even heavier here. And on your next inhalation, allow the spine to lengthen as if you're being drawn up by the sky. Each inhalation adding more length and space to your spine. So you have this feeling of being both rooted and light. Being both anchored through your heavy legs, pelvis, and liberated through your spine as if your collarbones are floating, your jaw is relaxed, your face is soft. Allow yourself to take a few deep breaths here. So if we unravel the word emergency, we can see the word emerge. And while so much is falling away right now, systems, routines, work, habits, so much is beginning to emerge. Maybe things are emerging in you day by day, hour by hour. You can allow that. You can let yourself feel it and process it and let it move on. So start to invite an intention for this short practice. Maybe it's simply to be here now, and to notice what is emerging within me. is emerging around me. Take a few more deep breaths. You can hit play if you're playing music along with me. And then we'll come to lie on your back. You can spread out your blanket if you like. Sometimes it's nice to have that extra padding on your tailbone, especially if you're on your kitchen floor at home. So we'll start just with hands on the belly, allowing your belly to rise and fall with your breath. Knowing that the breath is the most efficient, fastest way to come into the present moment. Taking nice full breaths, letting the hands float up. The breath is the first thing we do when we come into this world. We inhale. And we exhale is the last thing we'll do when we leave this world. And every breath between is an opportunity to come home to yourself, home to the present moment. Let's take another full breath. Good. Relax your arms like goalpost arms out to your side. And on the inhale, rock your pelvis forward. You could even imagine a small critter crawling under your back. So you're arching your back away from the floor. As you exhale, do the opposite. Press the low back into the ground and feel the tailbone curl up slightly. Good. On the inhale, rock yourself forward. Feel how the chin kind of draws in towards the chest. And as you exhale, press low back, feel the tailbone curl up, and you might even feel the chin point towards the sky. There's a little curvature in your cervical spine. And do this a few more times. So it's kind of like cat and cow on your back, getting the feedback from the floor. This is also a cranial sacral rock, so you're feeling this connection between your sacrum and your cranium, and starting to light up that energy that runs along the spine. Good, and then come to neutral, take a breath. And we'll lie on our left side, extend your left arm, and then pull the knees up so that your legs are perpendicular to your spine. And then reach the right arm forward towards me. On the inhale, reach up towards the sky, and then let yourself fall open. Take a big breath into your turning belly, ribs, and chest. Your heart is facing the sky. And then exhale brings you back. Reach the arm up and forward. So making lots of space in your shoulder. Each time, make a little more space. Reach the fingertips forward as if you're grazing the ceiling up, and let yourself fall open into this simple twist. And then retrograde, come back the way you came. And one more breath like that. Feel free to make your breaths audible, letting things go, making space for what is emerging. Good, and now we'll add the leg here, so let your leg hover for just a moment, and like you're pushing into the space behind you, it's a stag leg. Reach the toes back, let them fall to the ground. The right arm reaches forward, up, and open. And now you're adding a nice quad stretch, maybe even into the psoas, the low belly. And to come back, push through the inseam of your right foot. That helps you move over the hip, and then stack the legs once again. So the leg moves back, the arm follows. Let yourself fall into this beautiful, open-hearted, turning movement. Stretch across the front of the pelvis, and then return. Good, one more like that. Stretching open, unraveling, unwinding, and then returning. So this is borrowing from the Satya work. Prajna Yoga is kind of yin practice. And now we'll switch sides. You can just roll to the other side. I'm going to rotate so I can keep looking at you. Or you can keep seeing me, actually. Pull the knees up so pretty close to you, and reach the left arm forward, up to the sky, And let yourself fall open. Oh, the first time is always a revelation. Let the belly, ribs, chest spin open towards the sky. And as you return, reach towards the back wall, up towards the sky, and then forward. Again, making as much space in the shoulder as you can. Reach forward, graze the fingertips along the ceiling. Let yourself fall open. And then return. And one more like that. Good, and now we'll just add the leg. So it lifts to hover. You can even flex your foot and like you're pushing through water, push back till you feel a stretch on the front of your thigh and let the foot fall towards the ground. Reach the arm forward, up, and open. And we'll stay here. So you're not forcing your left knee down to the ground, but you're reaching forward and down with the left leg until you feel sensation, some stretch across the front of the thigh, maybe the front of the hip and into the low belly. And then to return, reach your arm towards the back wall, up to the sky, and then push through the inseam of the foot. That helps you hurdle the hip and come back. We'll do two more like that. Leg initiates, arm follows. And then push into the foot. That helps you come back around. Enjoy that little arch in the spine. One more. Nice. And then from here, come back onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. Maybe rotate your head side to side. Let go of any tension that might have come into your neck, your shoulders. Good, and then we'll rock forward and back, massaging through the spine. The more you flex your spine or round it, the smoother those rocks will be. Good, and then come all the way up onto hands and knees. I'm going to give you a little more volume with the music. How are you guys doing? Someone drop me an emoji. Let me know if you can hear me, if this is feeling good so far. Okay. So from all fours, we'll inhale to arch the spine. It's similar to what we did on our backs. Now we're doing it in free space. Exhale to round the spine, push the floor away. Inhale, draw the heart through the gate of the arms. And then exhale, round, make lots of space between your shoulders. Inhale, slide the shoulders back, spread the collarbones. Exhale, press the back of your heart up to the sky. Good, and then come back to neutral, tuck the toes, lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. And let's bend the left knee and shift your weight towards the bent knee, so to the left. And then bend your right knee and shift your weight towards the bent knee, the right. And go back and forth like that. Like you're walking, you're unraveling the waist, the hips. Good, next time turn your knees to the right. You're taking weight on the right hand and make a big circle with the top arm. Good, and then as we come through center, lift up through your navel center and then switch sides. Turn your knees to the right, big circle with the right arm. You're pushing the floor away with the left. Good, one more each direction. And just for fun, a little lift off in the center, little lift through the navel center. Nice, you can practice that at home, it's fun. Downward facing dog, take a breath. And from here, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose, core plank. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, knee towards your nose. One more time, stretch back, bring the knee in and land your foot. Now tent your fingertips, that kind of raises the floor. Inhale, draw your heart forward like you're presenting your heart. Exhale, take your hips back, fold over a straightish leg. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, glide your hips back, fold over the right leg. One more time, deep lunge. Exhale, deep fold. Good, from here, bend the knee, pivot to the left, long edge of your mat. Come up, stretch across the chest. Maybe turn the toes in slightly and fold forward, Prasarita Padottanasana. Take a cycle of breath here. Rock your weight more into the ball mound of your foot. And then come out, shift to your left now. Release the right knee to the ground. Inhale your arms. And then take left hand to your left hip, side bend to your left. Imagine your breath begins in your right knee, travels up the leg, through the torso, reach through the right fingers. Good, left arm comes up to meet right. Ground your hands, sweep your left foot up. And then take the foot back down. Rock yourself forward. Your choice. Come to the belly or chaturanga up dog. Lift the heart, wrap the shoulders, spread the collarbones. Lower down. We'll repeat the same side, making a circle. Inhale, right leg. Knee towards your nose. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze in and up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw in. Ground your foot. Present your heart. You can keep the back knee on the ground or you can keep it lifted. Exhale, fold. Inhale, draw the heart forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. One more. If you need to raise the floor, you can always use blocks or stacks of books. And fold. Bend your right knee, shift to the left, long edge of your mat. Rise all the way up, little back bend at the top, turn the toes in slightly, heels out, and forward fold. Hi there. Good, rise all the way up. Shift to the left, release your right knee to the ground. Inhale your arms. And then left hand to your left hip, think of lifting up to side bend. Left arm rises to meet right. Ground your hands, sweep your left foot up and back. From here, lower to your belly or chaturanga up dog. Inhale, vault the front of your heart out to the sky. Exhale, lower. Lift, downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing, second side. Inhale, your left leg. Exhale, core plank. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, squeeze in and up with the left leg. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, draw in and land your foot. Inhale, present the heart, wrap your shoulders. Exhale, straighten and fold over your left leg. Inhale, glide the hips, the heart forward. Exhale, glide the hips, heart, fold. Inhale. And exhale. Good, from here we pivot to the right. This time as you rise up, interlace the fingers, stretch your shoulders, and then fold forward. Take another full cycle of breath here, rooting firmly through the feet. And then relax your arms, let them reach to the front and back of your mat. And then bend your right knee, shift to the right. Release left knee to the ground. Inhale your arms. Right hand to your right hip. Think of lifting up and then side bending. Lateral flexion of your spine. Even take your hand to the earth if that would feel better. And reach right arm to meet left. Frame your foot with your hands. Right leg sweeps up. And then your choice now, chaturanga or stick with cobra. Continuing in this circle, inhale left leg. Squeeze knee to chest. Inhale, reach. Knee to chest. Inhale, stretch. Draw the knee in, land your foot. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knee, that helps you pivot to the right. Rise up, interlace your fingers, turn the toes in slightly, heels out, and fold forward. Little variation here, we're going to shift to the right, so it's a lateral lunge or skandasana, and then shift to the left. You decide how deep you want to go into the hips. You can totally stay more upright and feel the weight transfer through your feet. Maybe even start to explore a bit of a figure 8, like you're making an infinity symbol with your upper body. Following a twisting, turning, wild world right now. Staying grounded. Good, relax your arms, let them stretch to the front and back of your mat. And then pivot back to the right, lower your left knee down. Inhale, arms high. Right hand to your right hip, side bend to your right. Or maybe take the hand to the earth. Right arm rises to meet left. Ground your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Rest in down dog or take a vinyasa of your choice. You can walk your feet a little closer to your hands in your down dog. Root your left hand with the right hand. Grab the left calf or ankle. Press your left hand down and forward. Reach your hips up and back. Turn belly, ribs, chest. Maybe gaze under your left arm. Breathe. Root your right hand. Feel the weight transfer a bit to the right. Pull the right shoulder into the midline. And then left hand grabs right calf, ankle. Press right hand down and forward. Reach hips up and back. Turn belly, ribs, chest. Gaze under your right arm. Good. Bring the left hand forward. Walk your feet back a bit if you shortened your dog. Take a nice full cycle of breath here. Good. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bring the foot forward to meet the hands. Ground your back left foot and come into a Vira 1. Warrior 1. Not warrior 1. I saw a great post today about all the worrying that we're doing right now, but the warrior. Find the strength in your legs. Inhale, rise. And as you exhale, draw the heart to hover over the thigh. Press through the back foot, reach the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach the arms. You're going to bring your hands into prayer, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, step forward with confidence, warrior 3. Reach the arms back, lift and firm your belly, and then reach through the tailbone, through the heel, out the crown of the head. Soft bend of your right knee, interlace your fingers around your left shin, pull tall, find a moment of balance. From here, grab the top of your left foot. Maybe your right hand stays on your hip, or maybe you grab with both hands onto your foot. Soft bend of the right knee. Now the more you pull your heel to your booty, the more you get a nice quad stretch. The more you reach away, the more you start to open your chest. So you decide if it's a heart opener more or a quad stretch. Oh, nice. And then just release the foot, take a breath here. And then from here we'll find our second version of that same movement. So from down dog, take one full breath. Inhale your left leg high. And bring the foot forward, rising Vira 1. As you exhale, take the arms back. Hover the heart right over the thigh. Inhale, stay rooted in your legs, but lift the torso, the arms. Exhale, lift and firm belly. Lengthen through your spine. One more like that. Hands into prayer. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Step forward with confidence. Warrior 3. Reach the arms back to hover. Soft bend of both knees. Bring your right leg forward. Interlace your fingers on your shin. Pull against it to lengthen your spine. Grab the top of the right foot. Maybe you just stay here and enjoy this stretch. Or maybe both hands grab the foot, soft bend of the knee, and you work the quad stretch. Or you let the foot press into the hands, you work the chest opener. Good. Release the foot. Rise to stand. Take a breath. Mountain pose. Step out to face the long edge of your mat. I want to give you a little bit more of the music here. Really feel into the rhythm of this music, the words, let it go. We'll take a warrior stance. Toes turn out. On the inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center, find that length. Exhale, twist to your right. So we're going to stay with that same motion. So emotions need to move. Emotions need motion. You can start to find a little bit more of a rhythm here if you like. Let your breath be audible. Exhale, release, and let something go. Whatever is emerging for you now, even if it changes by the hour, by the minute, that's okay. All is allowable. When we move like this, we can support processing, you can support feeling, letting it have its moment, and letting it go. Now stay with the movement, the twist, but start to let the arms fly. Strong warrior legs. Let something go in the upper body. Pulling the navel to the spine to support you. Strong legs, free flow upper body. Now start to let it get a little messy, a little flingy. It's not about what it looks like, and it's all about how this feels. What are you choosing right now? What can you release? What is emerging? Pause. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Resist fidgeting or fixing. Let yourself be with whatever is right now.
I backed my car into a cop car the other day. Well, he just drove off, sometimes life's okay.
And start to heel toe the feet.
Too much, what did I say?
And make your way back to downward facing dog.
Well, you just laughed it off, it was all okay.
Same movement we did earlier, but nice and slow, very easy. Turn your knees to the left, root the right hand, and just circle the top arm. Good. Lift through center, maybe come high onto the tippy toes. Toes turn right, knees to right. Circle the top arm slowly. Find your way back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more like that. Things are falling away. What is emerging? In through the nose. Let something go. You are still here.
things will work its way to all.
Inhale your right leg up
Fired on exactly
and bring the right foot forward.
the same
Coming
day.
into modified pigeon. You can prop something under your right hip if you like. Maybe press through the back toes. Tent your fingertips, undulate your spine. This is a nice way to make friends with this hip opener. If it's not one that you come into right away easily. Feel free to stay upright or bring your forearms down. You can rest your head on blocks, books, stack your hands, or extend your arms completely. Rest your forehead to the earth and feel how it supports you. Walk your hands back, bring your back leg around. Simple twist, left leg on top of right. Pull against the shin to find length in your spine. Inhale, right arm, twist left. Breathe. You can feel this connection between your knee and your elbow, and from that turn, turn, turn. And take your head back to look at the top of your mat. Good, unwind yourself. You can press back to downward facing dog again. Take a breath. Inhale your left leg high. And then bring the foot forward into pigeon prep on this side. Again, propping under the hip if that would feel good. Take your hands wider than your mat and tent your fingertips. Undulate your spine. Remembering that you are made primarily of water. We're not rigid, we're not contracted, we're not meant to be that way, even if we have found ourselves that way the past few weeks. Find a moment of pause, of stillness, upright, forearms, or extend your arms completely. Come back to your breath. Let it return to you. Bring yourself upright. Back leg comes all the way around to the front. Pull against the shin. Let that help you find length in your spine. Inhale, left arm high. Twist to your right. So your legs are like the steady ocean floor, and your torso is like the waves turning, spinning, rotating. And then last moments, keep the body twisting right. Just turn your gaze back to the top of the mat. Good. Unwind yourself and just bring both legs forward. Inhale your arms. Simple forward fold. Bring yourself upright. Go ahead and grab your journal. So I think I shared this with you if you saw my post, but I want to give us a chance to write with it now. Inside the word emergency, if we really unravel that word, which is kind of a word that we've been feeling, if not seeing, a lot in the past few weeks. But if we unravel the word emergency, there is the word emerge, which is a verb. It's active, it's vibrant. So from systems falling away, habits collapsing, we can start to see that there are new opportunities for new things to emerge. And these might be personal awarenesses in you, new priorities that are emerging or that you are remembering in this time. Or you might see this in the collective, in the world around you. So your writing prompt is, right now, what is emerging for you? Right now, what is emerging for you? Hi, Blake. Again, the writing prompt is, if we unravel the word emergency, we see emerge. So, what is emerging for you now? Again, this might be emotions that are emerging and shifting quickly, and that's okay. This might be new points of awareness. It might be new habits you're cultivating. What is emerging now within this emergency? See if you can bring that to a close, knowing that you can always go back to it. You can develop this response, and I'd love for you to share it. I'd love to read it. I want to give you one more journal prompt, but to do so, first I want us to connect with our breath. So take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. So often the breath, especially in these kind of anxiety, panic times, goes and it stays up here and it gets locked up here and the scalenes get tight and the neck is sore and we just sort of walk around like this and probably our jaw is tight as well. So just invite us to all relax the shoulders and take a breath into your belly. Take the breath down. This takes training. It's not easy for some of us to breathe in this way. We've spent our whole lives holding and clenching and tightening. Let's take another voluminous, free breath into your belly. This is grounding, this is calming. Continue breathing in this way. And now I invite you to consider that your breath has a voice. Can you personify the breath? What does your breath want to tell you? So give your breath a voice. What does your breath want to tell you? Open your eyes and begin to write. Personify the breath. Give it a voice. What does your breath want to tell you? Personify the breath, give it a voice. What does your breath want to tell you? I am here for you. I am a way maker. Personify the breath, give it a voice. What does your breath want to tell you? Breathe as you're writing. This is self-intimacy. This is a communion with yourself, your breath. Final moments here, capture that last image, that last little nugget of truth. All that is emerging now, and the breath facilitates that. Finish that last sentence, that last image. Give it a period, or my favorite punctuation, ellipses. Let it trail off into mystery, into beauty, into the great pause. Okay, so I'd love it if anyone is willing to maybe just drop a couple of words. What is emerging for you right now? Or what is the heartbeat of what the breath is telling you? So what you wrote, if there's like any particular message, any little pulse of what you wrote that you're willing to share, we'd love to see that. What's emerging for me right now is a greater awareness of my voice and not being afraid to use it and share it, and a greater awareness of how connected we actually are. To be heard, to be loud, to embrace the unknown. Yes, it's paradoxical that when we embrace the unknown, we feel maybe more anchored, more secure, more connected. Thank you for that. To let go. Yes. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this movement and journaling session, to just notice what is emerging from the emergency, to feel our breath, to see what the breath wants to tell us. My breath is asking me to not forget. I am strong, connected, and grounded. Thank you for sharing that, everyone, for joining me, for reminding me that I'm not alone, and for letting me come into your life and your heart right now to remind you that you are not alone, and that we are going to be better on the other side of this. I have to trust that there's this little part of me that's excited to see what is going to happen, even though there's so much grief folded up with that. I just want to say that I love you. Okay, I will continue to offer these if you will continue to show up. And if there are any requests, things that you want in terms of the movement or the writing, feel free to send that to me. And one day I might get more ambitious and offer a Zoom class. I'd love to see your faces and see your movement. I'd love to hear your breath. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Sunny. Okay, I don't want to let go. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, everybody.